Hello, today's reading is on Inca society and government. To access this lesson, click on the magnifying glass and type in Inca society. The civilization known as the Inca began as a small mountain culture that lived high in the Andes Mountains. In only a few hundred years, the Inca had conquered large parts of South America and governed a huge empire. Today, we want to find out how did the Inca create and control a large empire in South America. Organized empire. About the same time as the Aztec emerged in Mesoamerica, the Inca began their conquest of western South America. In AD 1200, the Inca were one of many small states occupying the Urubamba Valley, high in the Andes Mountains of present-day Peru. By 1440, the Inca ruled the region. On a side note, Urubamba Valley means sacred valley to the Peruvians, or to the Inca. Under the leadership of the Emperor Pachacuti, the empire expanded rapidly. The name Pachacuti means he who changed the world, and this ambitious man certainly did that. Pachacuti conquered and ruled widespread areas through a powerful military and strong central government. He also transformed the Inca capital, Cusco, into an impressive stone city of 100,000 people. Now you might notice this area is highlighted. So what I did is I just clicked on an area to highlight. I selected my color. And since I highlighted, I took some notes. I wrote here that Pachacuti controlled a powerful military and a strong central government. I also want to note that Pachacuti, as the emperor, ruled with absolute authority, and he was considered a descendant of the sun god. Get out of my notes, just with a little click. The Inca Empire stretched 2,600 miles from present-day Colombia to Argentina and included 12 million people who spoke more than 20 languages. Despite its size, the Inca Empire was well organized. The hierarchy of the Inca society helped rulers maintain tight control of the large empire. That sounds like part of our how there. At the top, the emperor had absolute power. Below him, 4 regional officials called prefects oversaw provincial governors, district officers, and local chiefs. 4 men supervised 10 families each and helped carry out the policies of the emperor. The Inca government viewed the empire's subjects as resources. And again, I just took a note. Look in here, highlight, click my notes. And I just drew up the hierarchy as I remembered it: emperor, prefects, governors, chiefs, foremen, and subjects who could be moved if deemed necessary by the government. Now, while we're here, can you imagine being moved by the government? So the Inca government viewed the empire's subject as a resource, like gold or timber. It demanded that whole populations relocate if the state needed their labor elsewhere. Commoners farmed communal land and worked on state-owned farms while also serving in the army or on building projects. Wow. In order to manage the many details involved in running an empire, the Inca also had a large bureaucracy. I'm going to ask you guys to highlight that one. It might appear on a quiz. Or a system of state officials. In fact, for every 10,000 Inca, there were 1,331 administrators. These administrators kept detailed records about all parts of the empire, from the population to farm animals to trade. I'm going to do a quick pause. And welcome back. I was gone for a whole 10 seconds. I wanted to point out this map feature here. I'm going to go ahead and click the magnifying glass with the plus on it. Or maybe I'll double click it. I'm not patient. And what we're going to see here is an Inca map, or a map of the Inca Empire. And as you can see, it stretched from what is now modern day Ecuador through modern day Peru, down all the way down to the mountainous, skinny land known as Chile. It went into Argentina, and it went into what is modern day Bolivia. I always like to stop and look at the maps. I'm very visual. And when I'm done, I go and get out of it. And there I am. And so we're going to focus in on mountain life. And notice I just clicked the tab just to make it easier on myself. Like other early civilizations, the Inca Empire was built on agriculture. However, the farming was difficult in the steep Andes. The Inca made up for the lack of flat farmland with a type of farming called terrace farming. They cut flat steps or terraces on the sides of mountains and built stone walls to keep the terraces in place. Terrace farming produced potatoes, maize, and quinoa, a high-protein grain native to the Andes. In addition to farming, the Inca raised llamas and alpacas for meat and wool and for transporting goods and people across the mountains. Inca religious rituals centered on the need to guarantee a good harvest. The Inca worshipped their emperor as the son of Inti, the sun god, and believed the emperor helped humans communicate with the gods. All right, so if you look at terrace farming in the Inca Empire, this is what it looked like. You could see these little steps would be planted with crops like I said, maize, corn, quinoa. I like me some quinoa. So this concludes today's reading. If you want, you can answer the reading check questions, and in fact, I suggest it before the quiz next week. The questions are: how did Pachacuti unify and control the Inca Empire? What method did the Inca use to farm in the Andes Mountains? And what physical features limited the eastward and westward expansion of the Inca Empire? Thank you for listening. Have a great day.